The information you need relating to the sport you love, all within 5 minutes. NASCAR in 5 starts right now. This weekend, the contender round concludes at Talladega. 4 drivers will be eliminated from championship contention, 8 will advance. Then next weekend, the eliminator round begins at Martinsville. Hello everyone, welcome to NASCAR 5. I'm your host, Bryce Turner. First up, an update on the Sprint Cup Series. Kevin Harvick won the Bank of America 500. Jeff Gordon, Jamie McMurray, Joey Logano, and Kyle Busch rounded out the top 5. For more post-race coverage, visit carnuts.ca and click on Closed Wheel Racing. Joey Logano is leading the chase grid and has secured a spot in the next round with his Kansas victory. But don't forget, points reset after Sunday's race. Kyle Busch is in second but has not secured a spot, while Kevin Harvick, who is third, will be in the next round after winning at Charlotte. Newman, Edwards, Gordon, Hamlin, and Kane are currently inside of the top 8. On the bubble, Matt Kenseth, who is a mere 1 point behind the 8th position. The other 3, Brad Keselowski, Jimmy Johnson, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. need a win or a few of the top 8 drivers to have trouble on Sunday in order to advance to the next round. The Geico 500 from Talladega Superspeedway will take place on Sunday. The race will begin at about 2 p.m. Eastern Time with broadcast coverage on ESPN, TSN2, the Motor Racing Network, and SiriusXM. Qualifying will take place at 4:30 tomorrow and will air on ESPN News and TSN2. More on a special qualifying format for this weekend coming up next in news. Here's a look at which races we'll be previewing for you next week here on NASCAR in 5. It's time now for a news update. In the news, penalties have been issued after tempers were flaring Saturday night at Charlotte. Confrontation started on the cool-down laps when Denny Hamlin deliberately slowed down in front of Brad Keselowski before Keselowski attempted to spin out Hamlin's number 11 Toyota. Matt Kenseth and Tony Stewart were also involved in the post-race craziness, which concluded after Kenseth ran up and grabbed Keselowski while he was walking between 2 haulers. The incident broadcast live on ABC. For the complete rundown on the Saturday Night Fights NASCAR edition, be sure to check out my post-race article at carnuts.ca. Meanwhile, NASCAR issued penalties. Brad Keselowski has been fined $50,000. Tony Stewart has been fined $25,000. Both drivers have been placed on NASCAR probation for the next 4 Cup races. Keselowski and Stewart have been fined for actions detrimental to stock car racing and have been given a behavioral penalty. Matt Kenseth and Denny Hamlin have not been penalized, and no points have been deducted for any of the 4 drivers involved. In other news, Terry Labonte will run a special paint scheme this weekend in what may be his final Cup start. The paint scheme on Labonte's number 32 Ford will include a mixture of past designs from Terry's number 92, from which he made his first career start, his number 44, from when he won his first Cup championship, and from his number 5 car, in which he won his second career title. Earlier this year, Labonte said that he intends to retire after the season, in which he is scheduled to race in only the Superspeedway events. And there will be a new qualifying format for this weekend's races at Talladega. The new format will be highlighted by 3 rounds, each 5 minutes in length. The first round will be split into 2 groups. 24 drivers will advance to round 2, 12 drivers to round 3. It's time now for an update on the Nationwide and Truck Series. Brad Keselowski won the Drive for the Cure 300 Nationwide Series race. Kyle Busch and Matt Kenseth finished second and third. Chase Elliott has stretched out his lead in the standings to 42 points over Regan Smith. Brian Scott is now third, 61 points back. The Camping World Truck Series will race at Talladega tomorrow. The Fred's 250 will begin at around 1 p.m. Eastern Time with televised coverage on Fox, radio coverage on the Motor Racing Network and SiriusXM. Qualifying will be held at 5:30 and can be seen on Fox Sports 1. Thanks for watching this week's edition of NASCAR 5. I'm Bryce Turner. Enjoy the races.